Hello, everybody. Hello, hello. And welcome to Star Trek and Chill. It is Friday. It's your favorite day of the week because you get to Star Trek and chill with us. It's our favorite day of the week because we get to Star Trek and chill with you. There's so much to talk about. Can't tell you what Shar called today's episode right before we recorded. Maybe I'll tell you later once the YouTube censors are going to bed. But
Yeah.
let's just
We'll save it for the latter half of the show just in case.
But there's a lot to discuss, you guys. Star Trek Discovery is going to have a major announcement tomorrow, we believe. Actually, it is being reported that something's going to be
Michelle
said.
Paradise and
Sonequa Martin Green. Yeah.
have both said.
Everybody's assuming it has to do with, when Discovery's finally going to premiere. Season 5, that is, the final season. Could be other things. Maybe they'll release a trailer, or maybe they'll announce a new actor joining or something, as well as or instead of. But that's what it seems like. We're just a few hours away from that major announcement. It's going to be announced in the middle of summer in Brazil. So, right? Technically, I guess the beginning is. No, it's actually late spring. I give up. Anyway, we're also going to talk about Christina Chong drops a naughty anti-Christmas song. I think that's what kind of set Shar off in her
probably did
tirade.
Many F-bombs were dropped.
Yes, because of her, but inspired by her.
Yes.
That, of course,
don't need that inspiration.
Lieutenant La'an of Star Trek Strange New Worlds. Also, we have some Prodigy news. Star Trek Prodigy, you guys. Can't go a week without Prodigy. Also, some breaking news. This is hot off the presses about Dr. Pulaski.
What?
That is breaking. There's a new character in Star Trek called Dr. Pulaski, season 2 of TNG. Check it out. Also, there's a new planet. There's some science stuff to talk about, and all kinds of other stuff. Everybody, the aforementioned Charlene Schmidt is here.
Hey, people. It is so good to be finally chilling. It's been a week.
Cetacean Ops, rad shirt.
Thank you, Titmouse. I love their work.
Dr. Anne-Marie Siegel, your thoughts on Titmouse? And how are you?
They're awesome. I wish I was in LA because they had a block party yesterday with block party / holiday market, and I love holiday markets.
I wanted to go, but I couldn't.
Sounded so fun. And then and I'm also super pumped about this Vanity Fair article that came out that's being shared by mainstream people because Star Trek makes an appearance on it.
Which one is it, Variety or Vanity Fair?
Vanity Fair, sorry. It's the
top. I always read Vanity Fair.
Yeah, but that's a more mainstream thing. And so it's getting shared by all the showrunners and
it's an article about the best TV shows in 2023 so far. Speaking of which, best host in 2023 so far is Mochi, and Melissa is with her.
How's it going? It's her legs. Look.
Oh, it looked like you were wagging her butt.
Yeah,
her
so cute.
She's got these cute little legs that are perched on my arm. And her tail is a flap.
Also, speaking of best hosts, though, to Proudly Go, which is the Star Trek nonprofit that I help out with, that is New York City based, LGBTQIA plus. Not a charitable 501c3. We have parties every Saturday and raise money right now for Pop Culture Hero Coalition, but Broadway Cares and a bunch of different amazing organizations. But we have our 100th party tomorrow, which is going to be massive.
Wow.
But also, we just got nominated by Broadway World New York City Cabaret Awards for Best Host / MC, Best Recurring Party, and Best Drag Queen. So
that's amazing.
Awesome.
You guys do so much good work
big deal.
and raise so much freaking money consistently, constantly. Can you give everybody the website, please?
Yes, I'll put it in the thing. So basically, it takes a while to vote through. But we're up for those 3 categories. So anytime you see To Proudly Go, and then you just have to confirm in your email that you voted. And while you're at it, if you vote for my friend Jennifer Pace for Best Swing Show.
What's the website?
Here. I'm putting it here. It's Broadway World Cabaret Awards for New York.
Got it. But are you guys toproudlygo.org?
Oh, yes.
That's a website.
Oh, yeah.
Perfect. And my name's Ryan T. Husk, everybody. I can identify websites 70% of the time. Check it out. It's a Jake. It's the coolest shirt on the internet. You could show it to Tony Todd. You could show it to Sirach Lofton. You could tell your buddies. But in order to do that, you have to click on the link below in the description box for our Star Trek and Chill online store. You could get your very own It's a Jake shirt, or Melissa's cool Neelix and Chill shirt that she threw her cat off to show off. Thank you, Melissa.
Didn't throw her off.
That Mochi's pissed.
Done.
Yeah. She's like, time's up, cat.
I wish you could see her, but she's draped over the back of my chair right now. Both arms are on either side.
I can't move. Please don't make me move.
Well, hello, everybody in the live chat. May Borello, we see you. Kathy D. War Dog, what's up? You had a very successful Movember. Thank you for everything you do there. Bill Erickson. What's up, Bob D. and Chris Marshall? And so many random fandoms. Hey, we know her. That's Katie.
Hey.
Chuck A. What's up? What's up, Badger and Dave Gregory, the gift
Another
giver.
Successful Movember.
Right. Good job, Dave Gregory. What's up, the Matt Boardman and Jay-Z, who says cute kitty. Hello to everybody. Cy Swanik. Hello to you. JR Poole. What's up, everybody? All right, let's get into it. Please, everybody, make sure you like this video. Please make sure you are subscribed to the channel. If you're listening in, give us a 5-star rating and a nice review. We really appreciate it. If you're listening, remember, you could find us on YouTube. If you're watching, remember, you could find us wherever podcasts are found. This is how we like to start the show. Melissa, what are you drinking today?
I am drinking some chai tea with honey and turmeric.
Yum.
Because,
we should get...
It's amazing.
We should create a Kai Wynn brand called My Chai.
That's hilarious.
Thank you.
I like that.
And everybody in the live chat, let us know what you're drinking as well. What are you drinking and what are you sipping on, Shar?
Well, I brought a little something that I have not tried that I want to try just for Star Trek and Chill. This is a Cali Squeeze Blood Orange beer. And I'm not much of a beer drinker, so I'm not sure how much I'm going to like it, but it's got blood orange in it, and I'm a sucker for 2 things, pomegranate anything and blood orange anything.
Yum.
Yeah.
Also, I have not had a drink since the start of October, so I fully expect that one beer is going to get me a little tipsy tonight.
Nice.
So watch out, everybody.
Fun.
So, yeah, if you don't mind, we'll take a little sip, see how it is.
Please.
Yeah. It's beer. Definitely.
Oh no.
Doesn't taste
Yum.
does it taste
Yeah.
bloody
You know what?
or
No, wait.
orangey?
That
I don't know if I hate this. This is so weird. Like the aftertaste is actually a little better than like the bitter beer taste at first. Is that a thing?
I don't know.
I think you're gonna have to try it
this.
4 or 5 more times to be
I
sure.
think it's better with every sip.
Yeah. That reminds me what I almost chose for a beverage was those. I get these sleepy water things. They help you sleep. You kind of drink them right before you go to bed. And I was like, what about if I just drink one of those entire things? I drink like 1/3 or 1/4, before I go to bed. What if I just drank a whole thing for the show and see if I can hang for 90 minutes? Kind of like what Char's doing with the beer. But instead, well, you'll have to see what I decided right after Anne-Marie Seagull tells us what she's drinking today.
Well, Black Cherry White Claw. But while I'm drinking, I was just taking a look at the Apple iTunes reviews for Virtual TrekCon. And here's a good one from our friend Wanda Valentine. This is the best podcast for Star Trek news, trivia, and so much fun. I love all of the presenters. Thank you.
Aw.
Wanda.
I love that review. 5 stars. Thank you.
That's
We
it.
gotta-
Cheers.
Yeah, we got a 5-star
Cheers.
rating Wanda's review.
Yes,
Yeah.
I 5-starred that. Thank you.
Thank you, Wanda.
Thanks.
I'll tell you what I'm drinking. So I chickened out. I was gonna do it, but I was like, because I thought it would be so fun. What if I'm like drinking the thing and I just get not drunk, just very sleepy? You know,
You just pass
That
out.
would-
That's no fun.
that would be hilarious.
It would be hilarious because who would end the show?
Like,
I'd be like,
5 hours later.
you guys all
I
leave,
know.
and there's just a stream at 3 a.m. and be like this.
And yet you're just conked out. Do you snore,
Yeah,
Brian? We'll
There's like
find
a little
out.
thing.
We'll find
We'll all
us.
find out. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Okay, that would be kind of funny to just come
Oh,
back
we
right
should
before
try
we're about to
this
fall asleep, and then
experiment.
you're.
Yeah.
That would be pretty good.
Oh
So
my God.
maybe stay tuned, everybody. That might happen. But instead, I went even crazier. I just decided, you know what? I'm just gonna have some unsweetened
Ooh.
silk almond milk,
Almond milk.
vanilla flavored. Yum.
I do that every morning.
Yummy.
Senator Vreenak loves it.
Mm.
He sure does.
And I'm gonna drink it. I don't know if this fits, but I'm gonna drink it out of my cool Prodigy mug because
Yay!
we're kicking off Prodigy month. December's
Yes!
Prodigy month. We're so
Oh!
close.
Yes.
Hey, you guys, did you see that stop motion action figure short
Yeah,
film?
so yes, that
Oh my
is
gosh.
linked in
Yeah,
our
I don't have the
Instagram
link on
feed,
hand right
Brian.
now, but I saw it this morning and oh, it was so beautiful. Somebody
Okay.
put a lot of work into that, did such a great job. Got me
So
in the mood
that's, of
for
course,
Prodigy.
Jeremiah.
Jeremiah,
is like
yes.
the king of stop motion. Usually they're like triple X rated with Janeway and Chakotay, but this one,
I haven't seen
is-
those.
oh my gosh, like his YouTube and his Twitter, it's the best thing ever. And
Oh,
like,
shit, I gotta
usually
go.
It's the two of them having like it's very triple X, and then like the EMH at the piano playing like "Hanky Panky" from Dick Tracy.
Hanky Panky. That's a
This
song.
sounds wild.
Yes.
Okay, I'm here
Is it like
for
the
it.
Hokey Pokey?
It's the greatest thing ever. And he
But-
does one where it's like maestro. It's so good. It's so good. But anyway,
How does
this is
Hanky
the
Panky
screen
song go?
it's like Madonna sings it. It's like,
Yeah.
don't give me I can't remember how about a
Madonna
little
sings
spanky.
it?
Okay,
Yeah.
there's a line about spanky, which
I like
is like
Vogue.
related to the video with Chakotay and Janeway.
Well,
Wow,
because
okay,
Madonna
this is-
Madonna is in Dick Tracy, and she sings a couple of songs.
Better than the reverse.
You know, Dick Tracy, the star vehicle for
I
Doug
mean,
Wrestler.
Warren
does that work
Beatty.
both ways?
Joey.
Sorry, guys.
You guys,
Let's just derail this thing right off the bat.
before we hit record, we can tell you now. Shar called it "Fuck It Friday," and you know what? She's right.
It is. You guys, it is Fuck It Friday. It is Fuck It December. It is Fuck This Week
Whoa,
Friday.
easy.
Oh.
All of December already. We
Yeah.
hardly knew ye December.
I don't care. Fuck it.
Well,
Just wow. And also, I can't believe we're in December because the very end of November
Wow.
flew by because some of you all in this chat, especially, gave me some orders in my shop, and I spent the weekend filling up boxes. And so, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. But what the hell? It's December 1st now. I don't understand.
yeah. So
Nah,
everybody in
I'm
the live
stupefied.
chat right now. Ooh, Stupefied. That's a great song by Disturbed. Everybody that knows the song
Disturbed.
Stupefied. It's a good one.
Like
Um,
Disturbed.
Everybody in the live chat, let us know your favorite Madonna song.
Oh gosh.
Good one.
So while we're talking about this
I
stop
got quite a
motion
few, I
thing,
bet.
do you want to just pull up the article really fast? It was this John Orgula Screen Rant article
Yes.
about Prodigy.
Yes. And also,
Please
before
do.
we do that, because Anna Marie's like, can we get to the article? There's even more to talk about. Remember, everybody, we will be opening up the final categories of Star Trek Awards. That is the Lappy Awards. We'll be opening up those final 5 categories for the Universe division, which is all new Star Trek, old Star Trek movies, TV shows, everything. So check that out. That's going to be a little bit later for the voting on that. And then remember, everybody, you still have a tiny bit amount of time. Is that right way to phrase that? I don't think so. It's that sleepy drink I had. A tiny bit of time left to be a part of Walter Koenig, who is Chekhov in the original Star Trek series, joining the seventh rule. If you want to be a part of that, you want to be a member, you want to meet him, you can actually meet him. Go to Indiegogo.com and donate today immediately to be a part of that. Just type in the seventh rule and you'll get there. Anyway, so sorry, Anne-Marie.
No, that's important.
It's very important. Actually, I'll put it in the live chat right now so people can hop on it. Yes.
Yeah, I was just looking at Badger's comment about his favorite Madonna song. He says, "Like a Klingon, woo!" Cut for the very first time.
Oh my.
It gave me a chuckle.
All right.
Keeping it chill.
So our good friends over at screenrant.com, here's a fun one. Star Trek Prodigy. I was thinking about Star Trek Prodigy a lot today, actually. So this article was written by our good buddy John Orchiola, who is known as Back of the Head. It's entitled Amazing Star Trek Prodigy Stop Motion Holiday Special Celebrates Upcoming Netflix Debut. Well, that's just glorious.
Yeah.
Tell us about it, Anne-Marie. So you guys saw it.
Let me preface this by saying, yeah, I did see it. It's amazing. It's basically like it's like if Prodigy were to have a trailer, he made it, and he also incorporates like his actual Janeway from Star Trek action figure plus the Janeway from Prodigy action figures, and like he just does stop motion like no one I've ever seen. It's amazing. I don't know how long it takes him, but just like to preface this, Jeremiah is the super fan who has Janeway's actual Ready Room couch in his living room, like the actual couch from her Ready Room.
What?
And then and then at Star Trek Las Vegas, he had actually just brokered a deal with Terry Metalis to buy a Janeway mug, and like a real one, like from the screen. He's amazing. And
wow.
And I'll also say his holiday cards are amazing. Last year he sent me a New Year's card, and it was like Jake and Nog in tuxedos cheersing with champagne. He's just like the most fun fan ever.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, his Triple X videos really like steal my heart. But
wait, what?
That's what you're really there for?
His Triple X Janeway and Chakotay videos. But
Triple X
yes,
is very graphic.
You know what? I would say one.
Are we sure we're talking about Triple X? It sounds very graphic, or it sounds like that Vin Diesel movie.
As it can get without, I don't know. It's very graphic. It's
How
so
graphic?
Fun.
So is it softcore or hardcore?
You only see the action figures. Like nothing is added to them, but their positions and what they're doing. It's hilarious.
I mean, okay, that was my question, was how graphic can you get with action figures? But then I remember that scene in Team America World Police where they did certain things with puppets.
Yes.
And it's possible. Anything's possible.
Also, Shar, the way you word it when you say how graphic can you get with action figures, it sounds different than if you mean how graphic can two action figures be with each other. Because it's a very different.
You can melt them in the microwave and make them do many things, I'm sure.
It's so funny.
Wow.
It's also very loving.
Not that I've ever tried. No.
But so this trailer, you have to watch it. It's in the Screen Rant links to it. But then I also put in the live chat Jeremiah's Twitter account, which it will never disappoint. He's just like such a jovial, enthusiastic fan of especially Janeway. But anyway, so in this like amazing trailer for season 2 of Prodigy, he basically like lifts lines from the show and then has them all like talking to each other. And by the way, I should say he makes miniature sets of Voyager, the ship.
Good ones too.
Yes, so good. And so he always sets his stop motion like in them. And since Prodigy's going back on a Voyager ship, it can be set there. And at the end, I'm just going to give you the spoiler that at the end he has Janeway say, "I'm coming, Chakotay." So
Pervert that line.
so good. It's so good.
I don't
Yeah.
get it. Although I will
Um,
say maybe the best Madonna song favorite. This used to be my playground. That was
I
her,
was
right?
gonna say
That's
that.
good.
Yes.
But I don't know if it's
love that
because of the
one.
song or just because I associate it with that great League of Their Own movie. You know, it's just such a perfect song for that movie.
Yeah,
It
but
is.
I played that song on repeat over and over and over again when CDs were a thing. It's such a great song. I love that one.
It's one of her more emotional ones too, like with depth. You know, you've got like the poppy, fun, dancey Madonna, and then you've got those like the more serious stuff.
Like Papa Don't Preach.
Oh, I love that
That
one.
kind of straddles both.
That does.
So does she.
I'm pretty sure Madonna straddled everybody in the late 80s and early 90s.
Yeah.
She wrote a whole book about it.
Yes, she did.
Yeah, what was it called? I think, wasn't it just called like Sex?
It was
or
called
something?
Sex.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. Anyway, Anne Marie's pissed right now. She's like, I've never even heard of Madonna. Can you guys please get back to Star Trek? And by the way, after we cover Prodigy, we'll get into the big Discovery talk, everybody. So stay tuned for that. But I was thinking about Prodigy because, you know, obviously December 25th, Netflix is dropping all of season 1. You know, and I'm really rooting for it to do well. I'm really happy for them that it really seems like they're going to get a bigger audience, especially when you see the numbers of how big streaming platforms are. And this isn't a knock on Paramount Plus. I feel like this is an opportunity for Paramount Plus and for Star Trek to grow their brand in a different place. You know, where it's almost like if you're usually fishing in the same pond and then somebody else, you know, goes and fishes in a bigger pond with your bait. I don't know where I'm going with this, but you still get that fish, you know, like it's still, I'm vegetarian. I don't really know fishing analogies very well, but I think that's close. Basically, they're going to be growing the brand elsewhere. They still own Prodigy, as far as I know. They're still going to be doing it. I hope that they're still going to be in charge, you know, and looking at possibly doing season 3.
So I sent you a screenshot of this really great Twitter graphic that Aaron Wilkie had tweeted out a couple weeks ago. I sent it to your Facebook Messenger. That's like a pie chart
great.
of what the streaming environment looks like. And it's great
December
to see
pie chart.
because Prodigy is going to be on Netflix. It's great to see that Netflix is still so high up in the streaming races.
I hope that wider reach will expose Prodigy to tons of younger fans that had no idea it existed until they're going to see it on their home screen on December 25th.
Yes.
And I think it's going to just, I hope it's going to take off and just give Prodigy this completely different life. I hope it'll explode.
Totally.
Well,
I feel like it has that potential.
Well, you know how Discovery kind of launched Paramount Plus, and Prodigy is now really going to boost Netflix. If you'll notice, the top one is YouTube. We are launching YouTube into the stratosphere. Yes. The number one streaming platform is YouTube. So take a bow, everybody.
That's
Thank
right.
you.
We did it. Yeah. Nobody else.
That's a great Madonna song too.
Take a bow.
Yeah.
Oh, Twitch is 0.0. I've never watched Twitch before. I don't understand it. I don't even Crunchyroll. How is that that just sounds delicious.
What is
so
that?
they make the lanyards for New York Comic Con a lot of the days.
Oh my god. I thought it said that there was something called Incel ESPN, right? I was like, that's so smart branding. We have regular
very
ESPN
specific brand.
and we have Incel ESPN. You guys go to Incel ESPN.
You know, there's a market for everything. Incels need their sports too.
Correlate? Does it correlate or cause?
Correlation does not equal causation, right? Okay, but anyway, so Netflix 7.2%. That's really huge.
That's huge.
And it's twice as big as the next biggest one, which would be Prime Video, and right above Hulu and Disney, all that.
And,
Paramount
my
Plus
God,
is in the list.
way
They're there.
down there though.
Yeah, good job, guys.
Well, that's, they're a little later in the game. So you got to
Mhm.
figure that it's going to take them a little longer to grow. But the surprising one, look, Roku, Peacock, but those are much less expensive if I remember correctly. I think Roku's probably like free. Peacock's like $4.99. So a lot of times people get and Pluto is free.
Mhm.
So a lot of it too is budgetary, I would think.
Tubi as well, I think.
Yeah.
They've got ads.
Mhm.
Well, great to see, and thanks. And Christmas Day is such a good day to drop something for kids because they're just like all at home. They need something to do.
For families.
Perfect.
Oh,
Right. After the hubbub of Christmas morning.
And it's like holiday break. So that's perfect.
Yes.
I really envision lots of kids watching this.
So in the live chat, Bitteam, I'm Klingon 69, says, I love Twitch, but then also says, what the hell is Crunchyroll, though?
And B. Matt Ordman answers right below it.
What does he say?
Crunchyroll is an
anime. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
And then
That's
Aaron
why I don't know.
Walke is joining us in the live chat as
Aaron.
well.
Hello, Aaron.
With Paramount Global / CBS Studios is and will remain the studio producing Prodigy in all potential seasons.
Beautiful.
Okay.
That's
you
the
know what
hope.
I'm going to do on Christmas Day at 3 a.m. when it drops? I'm going to be on there immediately
Open
saying,
presents.
press play and 2 thumbs up. Yeah.
So, okay. So what Aaron Waldke is telling us, and I'm going to put on my executive hat on, just kidding. I don't have one and I don't know what they do over there. All I can do is guess, but I'm hoping what that means when he says that they will continue to have that. Paramount Global CBS Studios is and will remain the studio producing Prodigy in all potential seasons means that Netflix will be casting out this much wider net, but that everything that comes back, now obviously they're going to get the clicks and they're going to get the streaming and the money for that. But Star Trek, Paramount Global, CBS will still have full control over creating a season 3 if that's going to happen. And hopefully Netflix airing season 2 will drastically help the chances of a season 3 happening, is my guess and my thinking and my hope. And I don't know if it's going to be, if there's a 1% chance of a season 3 or if there's a 99% chance. But this is what I was thinking about today, is that on December 25th, we really all got to go nuts and watch the heck out of this, because, we can piss and moan about, how this world is dominated by money and by numbers and by clicks. But if we want this show to happen, we got to speak their language, and their language is clicks. Their language is numbers. Their language is views. So we got to and plus, hey, you get to watch Prodigy while you're making it look good. So I think that we really, for that first week, I think we should really go nuts, watch the hell out of it, hashtag it, and really make it known that it's a popular thing and hopefully get new eyes on it too.
Yeah. Well, and honestly, our chances of a season 3 will probably hinge heavily on how season 2 is received. So we got to just keep up the momentum and keep growing this audience.
Sorry, I just read something funny.
Well, plus, I feel like if you're around any kids, I'm for sure going to be I'm not going to see my little baby cousins, but I'm certainly going to be messaging them turn on Netflix. Do I have a show for you?
I'm just going to have it on in the background at all times.
Oh, that too. Exactly.
While I'm working. Yeah. Even if I'm just listening to it, hey, that's fine. They're still getting the viewership number too. And they're still getting my money.
And as we're turning things on, just remember what Neil Diamond says to turn on. Somebody
Madonna?
in the live chat.
Hey, no, that's a different song.
Madonna. Shar is on fire today. Somebody in the live chat knows what Neil Diamond tells us to turn on. All right. War Dog
He probably says turn me on.
Watch, like, rewatch. That's right. That is the way. All right. So back to what Anne-Marie was bringing up initially, which is this stop animation stuff. It looks really good. I did take a quick glance at it while you're talking about it. We can't show it directly, but that's really cool. Shout out to Jeremiah KP Brown for being a rad fan. That seems like it takes a long time.
Oh my God. I don't know how
I can only imagine.
Stop motion does take a long time.
Yeah, so bravo for one, taking the time, but then doing it very well. It's fun to watch. I'm going to watch it over and over.
Doing it and doing it and doing it well.
Now,
so
that's a good
let's
song.
see. Okay, Badger got it. And David Schrader got it. It is Turn On Your Heart Lights. Turn On Your Heart Lights.
Wow. Aaron Walke says, make sure you pause it from time to time so they know that you're still actively there.
That's very smart because because Netflix is going to be like, maybe they have an algorithm that says, look, if somebody just leaves something on, we kind of can't count it because who knows if they're actually actively watching or if they walked off or if they went to bed or if they're cleaning out the kitty litter.
Here's the strategy, you guys. Anytime you need like a bathroom break or if you're going to go down to the kitchen and get yourself a snack, just pause it. Make them think you're just obsessively binging the whole time like Boimler was in that one episode of Lower Decks this last season.
Here's an easy way to remember. Every time you see something really cool, go back 10 seconds and rewatch it. That'll count. That'll work. That's the activity. Plus, you'll get to enjoy it again. So if you're not sure if you heard something right, hit that 10 seconds back, right? If you see something cool, hit that 10 seconds back. They also can measure points at which people go back, points at which people pause, points at which people cut off. They have all these measurements. Yeah, it's great. It's a great field study for them. Okay, so be active and costs you nothing except the other thing is get Netflix just in case you don't have it.
You know what? I'm going to get Netflix and resubscribe because I canceled my membership earlier this year, but I'm going to do it just for Prodigy.
It makes a great Christmas present too. Get it for other people.
There you go.
So check this out, everybody. This is from our good friends over at trekmovie.com. trekmovie.com. It's entitled Star Trek Discovery showrunner teases season 5 surprises for a weekend panel at Brazil's famous CCXP. Good thing there's an X there.
Well, it turns out, I did a little research. Turns out this is the biggest convention in Latin America. So it's actually like huge. It's in Sao Paulo. Sanigua Martin Green got there early because clearly everybody wants to go hang out in Brazil. It's nice. So it's going to be cool.
Brazil is gorgeous. So if you ever get a chance to go, do visit. It's gorgeous.
You've been?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Where did you go?
South of Sao Paulo. I had a friend that had an apartment there. She had a place in Joinville, or her family was in Joinville, and her apartment was in, I always butcher this, Balneario Camboriú. Sorry, Lucy, in the live chat, but
and in the sky with diamonds.
With diamonds.
While you're at it. Interesting. Okay. So BL mentions John Williams. I'm not sure why, but shout out to one of the greatest composers of our time. I'm friends with his niece, by the way, and his brother, her dad, is the percussionist in the John Williams band. At Thanksgiving with their family a few years back. It was a fun time. Check this out. So there's more to this story. In Sao Paulo, CCXP, right? So it says disco in Sao Paulo. Today, Brazil began hosting CCXP 2023, the biggest pop culture convention in Latin America. Paramount Plus has staked out Saturday for a panel highlighting 4 original shows, including Discovery. The press release states, quote, fans will see exclusive first looks and hear from the stars of Halo, Beyonce's in that one, I believe, Star Trek Discovery, The Thunderman's Return, and more. Wow.
Like, just say the fourth one.
It says, it says 4 original
Drives
shows.
me nuts.
That must be more. That's the more is the fourth one. It's a mystery.
I wish ghosts, but oh no.
I wonder if it's another Star Trek thing. You never know.
No, I did look at the list and I didn't recognize the others.
Ruiner. It continues. The release also promises exclusive, never-before-seen content and other surprises for the panel. Specifically for Discovery, Paramount Plus is sending series star Sonequa Martin Green, who plays Captain Michael Burnham, along with executive producer and co-showrunner Michelle Frickin' Paradise. The Paramount Plus panel begins at 4 p.m. local time. That's 2:15 p.m. Eastern time, 11:15 a.m. Pacific time. That's Saturday morning's cartoon times, you guys. Watch it. This morning on Twitter, Michelle Paradise teased surprises for Discovery. She says, "See you soon, CCX peers. We may have some surprises in store."
Key word there is surprises, plural.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
This is cool. So they're like, so I guess today the convention already started. So Paramount Brazil just tweeted out like 30 minutes ago a really cool like fan video compilation from the floor of like fans stopping by the Discovery crew chair and taking pictures. Super fun. I love how festive it is. Looks popular.
I'll tell you, almond milk tastes delicious in this new Prodigy mug.
Prodigy makes everything better.
Yep. Okay, so the question is, everybody basically believes that among the surprises is going to be an announcement as to when season 5 will premiere. So the question is, for everybody in the live chat, when is that going to be? January, February, March, April, May, June? When's it going to be? I believe they always said early 2024. So
yeah,
presumably in the first half. And the other question is, what do you guys think? What else is going to be announced other than, premiere date? Are they going to be announcing storylines? Are they going to show another trailer? Is it going to be a new character? What are we talking about here?
I'm thinking a trailer, definitely.
That's what the people say. So it's been a while.
That's Stained who sings that song.
Oh, wow.
I mean, I would love
been a
to
while
see
since
a new
I've heard that
character.
song.
That's right.
I was poking around on IMDb for Discovery season 5, and like a couple of the episodes, they'll list like 4 of the cast, but it's all people we know already. Like, just give us a little hint of a new person.
Maybe that'll be in this trailer, is they'll introduce something that we know nothing about, and then the hype will be great. We'll get the release date, which is hopefully not too far from now, and get us all excited.
Yes. And then Screen Crush or Trek Culture will tell me who the people are in the trailer that I don't recognize. I'm so bad at like recognizing people from a second of screen time. But yeah, good thing for them.
All right, so we're going to have a little tournament going on here. This is going to be fun as F. The question is, when will Discovery Season 5 premiere? We're going to have 2 tiers. So this is the odds: January, March, May, or July. January, March, May, or July. And the next one will be February, April, June, and August. Because you never know, just because they said early 2024, maybe things get delayed, things happen, maybe things change, but you never know. Presumably it's not going to be the end of 2024. People are going to be freaking riot. They're going to be like coming late 2024. We'll be like, stop this. You want to see season 5.
Wow, one Trek fan is going next level. Lisa's looking at like what day of the week Thursdays are. So she says,
that's the way you do it.
February 1st. It's a Thursday. I love that.
That sounds like a really good guess. Like just a little more than a month out.
Like, do we have a premiere date for something like Yellowstone or whatever their new like big hit shows are? Just because probably they stagger Star Trek with that too, maybe.
I have no idea. Folks in the chat, if you watch Yellowstone, let us know.
Is there even a new season of Yellowstone? I just don't know. And I know that it sounds like, according to social media, that a lot of the CBS TV shows return in February, like Thanksgiving, or not Thanksgiving, Valentine's Day week. So interesting to see if that like correlates at all with their streaming plans.
Have you seen Yellowstone?
I tried to watch it.
Is that the next poll?
Close.
Not violent. But I do trust John Orchiola, and he says it's really good.
Heard it's a really good show. It's just, keeping up with all the good shows.
I know.
So we have a very quick poll on that subject. What is your favorite yellow? The options are stone, jackets, submarine, or snow.
Don't eat it. Don't eat it.
Well, how would it be your favorite if you don't eat it?
Eat it.
You gotta, yeah. Don't knock it till you, I don't know. Okay. So the first poll, Discovery Season 5, the top two answers were March and January. March and January.
Oh, for Discovery.
We want this now.
I mean, look, in March, I believe it was March 2nd of this year. So we're basically 9 months ago. They said that, this was going to get, first they said it's canceled, but then just, season 5 is still coming. They're going to reshoot it. They're going to do all this stuff. I don't really remember what the timeline was after that, but yeah, people are getting thirsty.
I really so One Track fan Lisa Herrera, again, makes another amazing point, which is February 1st starts Black History Month. Just feels right somehow. Totally agree.
Yeah, good call.
That's a good call. That is a good call.
I can't.
Now I really want it to be February 1st.
I can't top that, but I do want to say,
Thursday.
I do want to say that we have Virtual TrekCon 5 in the middle of February, which is February. I can't say the word anymore. February. Who was it? We were interviewing someone a couple of days ago that would say February. Like, wow, he's the only person that actually says it the way it's supposed to be. Anyway, February 15th to 19th. So that's a Thursday to a Monday. Selfishly, I would want Discovery, because I know that Discovery probably circled Virtual TrekCon 5 as to when they want to premiere. They're like, we'll get the most bang for our buck if we do it then.
Yes. And Virtual TrekCon starts on a Thursday, so it's perfect.
And my mom pronounces, she's very French, so she still has an accent when saying certain words, or says it. She calls it February. Which is always funny.
So cute.
February. And the other word she can't say is development.
How does she say it?
Development.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
One of my French boyfriends used to say independence. So cute.
In what? What's that?
In independence instead of independence.
Oh, geez.
It's similar.
Love it. I love how non-US folks will say aluminium instead of aluminum, like we say it. It's way cooler.
Yeah.
So fun.
Yeah. When my mom was learning English, she said aluminium, because we lived in England for a long time. So that's how she learned how to pronounce aluminium.
Yeah, that's how they say it.
Mm-hmm.
February.
I propose we change the name of February because nobody can say it properly.
Well, wait, you said February just now.
Yeah, I do.
So you do it the right way?
I try to do it the right way, yes.
We should all say Wednesday too. I'm tired of this crap.
Yes.
We can't just start switching letters around. It's one thing to not pronounce letters, but you can't say the D is before the N, but pronounce the N before the D. It's one thing to remove letters or add letters or pronounce them differently, but it's a completely different thing to flip the order in which the letters appear.
Oh, guys, we have another important announcement from One Check fan, VTC5, who's once again over Lisa's birthday. Perfect.
Oh, hey.
Thank
there
goodness.
You go. Instant birthday party.
Yes. Which I was saying the other day, one of the reasons I just subscribed to Star Trek Explorer, the official Star Trek magazine, is that sometimes Lisa has a collector's corner in there. I was so excited to read it like on paper.
Cool.
Okay. Actually, when we're talking about Prodigy, here's a fun little announcement to make about Prodigy specifically. So everybody listening, this is the first time that this is being announced. Since it's December 1st, we do have a few shows that are related to Virtual TrekCon, one of which is Falling Tower, with 1 million subscribers on YouTube, plus 1 million plus, not YouTube plus. I don't know if that's a thing. It sounds like one.
Probably.
And we do the Watch the First podcast with Dr. Muhammad Noor and myself. So to really show Prodigy, or to really show Netflix how we feel about Prodigy, we will be reviewing the first episode of, let me pull it up here so I get it correct, Troll Hunters Tales of Arcadia
hey.
on Netflix, because that is a show that is written by several of the writers of Prodigy.
Yes.
So we're not just supporting Prodigy, but peripheral things. Let's show them that, hey, it's no coincidence that their other shows are also doing well. It's all connected. So we will be watching the first episode of Troll Hunters Tales of Arcadia this month. I believe that will be because we're doing Family Month for December, and it is a family show. I believe that will be on the second Wednesday of December. That will be the 13th. We also have a very special Prodigy thing for when that drops, but we'll have to discuss that a little bit later. Main thing is to know, everybody, December is Family Month in the Falling Tower Watch the First podcast. So we will be doing family shows, including Troll Hunters, as well as other things Prodigy or Prodigy related. Yes. So that's going to be really cool, because we're going to be leading that charge to really try to get Prodigy a lot of views when it first drops. It's going to be very important. Anyway, back to
Aaron Walkie says, "Oh, dang. My early works."
Yes.
That's awesome.
It's going to be we're going to be able to picture Aaron Waltke's voice changing when he's in the writer's room there. We're like watching, and he's going to be like, I think we should. It's going to be, how early are these works? Maybe not that early.
Yeah.
Probably not that early.
Yeah. So back to Discovery. What do you guys think is going to be the big announcement besides the dates?
I think it's
Besides the dates,
a very big exception during the strike, like to not have a new trailer of something. So I'm assuming we're going to get a trailer.
I wonder if we're going to get even more than that, though, just to really build it up. What that is, I don't know.
I mean, in the past, they have announced like new actors joining, like Star Trek Day, when they announced like Carol Kane was joining, or Picard, they announced like new characters at conventions. So I mean, there's definitely reasons that they're flying like their two biggest, the co-showrunner and the star.
That's true, yeah. I mean, that's kind of a big deal in and of itself, but it wouldn't surprise me if they have that as a part of the setup to prop up introducing somebody new.
Absolutely.
Makes perfect sense.
New character, new actor. So the final part of this poll is, we got the months that got the biggest responses. Looks like it's the first 4 months. Could have just put them in order. March, January, February, and April got the highest vote number. So everybody put in your final vote. When do you think Star Trek Discovery Season 5 will premiere? March, January, February, or Avril? Yeah. All right. And when we're doing that, I think it would be cool. But didn't they show a trailer?
There
already?
like
A
one
while ago.
I think it was even like this. Yeah. That one of the articles mentioned when it was. I want to say it was 2022, the last time we got a trailer for Discovery, but
Didn't we also
Crazy.
have a
that.
scene? I feel like we also, I mean, we've had snippets.
We had
We've
a
had
scene
stuff.
for Strange New Worlds, I thought. But
We got to see Margarita Alley, like outside Mary Wiseman's
Right.
trailer, where they all like have margaritas
Yeah.
together,
That's right.
which was my
Yeah.
favorite thing.
yeah. And with their little umbrella and drinks.
All right.
Hmm.
So that poll's going, and we're super excited about all of December and making a Prodigy smash hit on Netflix and Falling Tower, doing cool stuff there.
So
So
John
we'll
Orquilla
talk more about
says,
that later. Yeah.
he said trailer October 2022. So it's been a while.
Wow.
Wow.
Been a long
New
time.
York
So long
Comic-Con.
ago.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
I know,
Good knowledge. That's John Orquilla of Screen
a-
Rant.
5-minute scene at Comic-Con 2023.
John Orquilla of Screen Rant. Good stuff. He does great work. Don't forget to vote in the poll, John.
Mhm.
All right. So our next item here, which is also very, I'm starting to get excited for Discovery.
Me too.
You know, like when it's far away, you kind of just put it away in your mind. But once it starts getting a little bit closer, you start going, you know, I wouldn't mind seeing Book again. Kind of want to know what's up with Saru and Culber. Like, what's going on? Is the 10C going to come back? Yeah. Does the bridge smell like kitty litter? Yeah, what's going on? We need to know these things. Okay. Oh boy. Okay. So this is the one that you guys really want to talk about. This is actually also John Orquilla, who is back of the head in the live chat from ScreenRant.com.
What would happen if they filmed Discovery in LA still, and that like stage that had all the stray cats? Like, would that be a problem with Grudge on set?
Yeah, probably.
And did it ever like interfere with Spot's performances? Okay.
Maybe.
Sorry, I'll have to like look into that.
This is entitled Star Trek's Christina Chong drops Naughty NSFW anti-Christmas song.
Yeah.
See, I didn't even know that it was anti-Christmas. I would have assumed that it sounds kind of, I mean, like if you want to hump for Christmas, that sounds pro-Christmas, doesn't it?
Well,
but I haven't seen. I haven't listened to it yet.
A video on Instagram with it, or a snippet of it, and it's pretty funny.
Tell us about it.
Yeah, well, she's in this Santa-looking corset, and she's got somebody tied to a chair, and then she's singing,
"Oh my,
fuck you." Like, oh, okay, this is a different kind of Christmas song. I didn't expect that.
Take that, Mariah Carey.
Yeah.
Interesting. So it's Christmas related. Now, when she has the person tied to the chair and says, fuck you for Christmas, does she mean she's going to hump a tied person?
Well, she's very scandalous about it, so.
She put like duct tape on his mouth, which made me feel kind of weird.
And then she drew these like, weird jagged teeth on his.
Like,
it wasn't.
My face hurt.
Oh.
Maybe it was just like to get the facial hair off of him.
Yeah.
Yeah. It didn't look like it was on there very much.
I feel like, okay, I like give this way too much thought. I was like, if I ever get duct tape put on my mouth in a like weird situation, I think the key is like using all your mouth spit to like loosen it up.
Yes.
And, like, before you get dehydrated, and you can't like produce any saliva. Way too much.
So this article reads, weirdo. Star Trek Strange New Worlds. Christina Chong just dropped a naughty anti-Christmas song that's definitely not safe for work. As Strange New Worlds Season 2 was streaming on Paramount Plus earlier this year, Chong timed the release of her debut EP, Twin Flames, to coincide with her adventures aboard the USS Enterprise as Lieutenant La'an Noonien Singh. During the WGA and SAG-AFTRA strikes, Christina continued to make music and promote her exciting career as a recording artist. That's brilliant timing. It continues, now available on Apple Music, Spotify, and wherever you stream music. Christina Chong's cheeky new track, Fuck You for Christmas, is perfect to chase away the holiday blues. Christina also has exclusive Fuck You for Christmas merch available. Check out Fuck You for Christmas and see Christina's post teasing her upcoming Santa-themed music video below. That's Fuck You for Christmas, wherever songs are found.
Everyone should
You just
say it
wanted to
like
say
that.
it again, didn't you?
That's great.
I don't know. I don't know
Everyone
what
should
I
say
do
it
most
like
of the
that.
time. So that's interesting. So it has not dropped yet. Is that what I'm
I
hearing?
thought it.
You know who would know? John Orchiola, who's like her journalist boyfriend.
True.
They're always talking. Yeah.
Lucky.
Chris, you think Christina's lucky? So
Yes.
Well, yes, that too.
that's right.
That too.
You know what I think John Orchiola is lucky for? This dude knows how to do breakfast. Every day he's
does.
posting breakfast pictures from a new place, and it always looks delicious. He's like, I'm having breakfast at Mamie's grandma's breakfast house, or I'm having breakfast at, the fart farm, or what. I don't know where he goes,
Fart
but it always sounds really good. He knows how to do it, man.
Don't
All
eat at the
right.
fart farm, especially if you're prone to gas in the first place.
Yeah, I shouldn't have said that.
Like, I mean, you're gonna get what you asked for, I guess. Doesn't sound like a good time. Don't have company over that day.
Oi.
I mean,
Yeah.
kinda. Char's drunk. So
No, I'm not. I'm really not. I'm good.
So the poll that was questioning, when will Discovery season 5 premiere? Whoa, we have a tie for first place.
Ooh.
15% say April, 21% say January, and 31% say February, and 31% say March. So that solved nothing.
Well, now
We
we need a
all
tiebreaker.
guessed.
Make people choose. It's a runoff.
Yes.
We all guessed stuff. Okay, so Cy Swanik says Twin Flames is another topic. That's true. I never heard that one. Let us know in the live chat if you heard it and if you loved it. Lane Page says with the fart joke, sorry, we should have just, it just came out. But we're moving on from that for highbrow.
I know we have some other things to discuss, but like a couple other quick hits. I sent you in Facebook Messenger. So I mentioned it before in Star Trek Explorer. There's a Nog article that's in this magazine's issue, and it's also in the digital add-on. So I just had told our friend Jake Black, who works for Paramount Streaming for Star Trek and does like the Star Trek Day videos and everything with fans. He actually wrote it. And so he said, make sure to mention it on Virtual TrekCon because I know there are a lot of Nog fans there. So I said, you bet, we love you. So there's
Where's that? I don't see it.
I sent it in your Facebook. It's like an attachment on Facebook Messenger.
Nope. Nah, I don't see it, bro.
It's not coming through.
No.
I'll just send you a screenshot of the art, which is very cool.
What's the website?
It's not like Up.
Up is my favorite
preview.
Disney movie.
It's a preview.
That's so sweet.
Oh my gosh.
Even that first 5 minutes.
I'm wrecked.
Yes.
That first 5 minutes, it wrecks me.
Oh my
So
God.
good.
I went out with this guy and he was like crying during it. It was our first date. I was like, it was too much. I left.
Be nice.
It was really intense.
It was a good first few minutes.
It is a good first few minutes.
A really intense
I
date.
was a blubbering mess. Those first
Gross.
few minutes. Yeah. It was sad.
Anyway.
Okay. Here, it's sending right now. And while I
just
send
tell
it,
us what it was.
okay, here we go. Okay, you have it now. Sorry, it's just because I want to show the picture, like some of the art and the title. It looks cool. And that's
Wow,
gonna be
the
in
art's
Star Trek
great. You're right.
Explorer magazine. Yes. So it's like a short
worth it.
story about Nog in the Academy. And usually this magazine will feature like short stories by Dayton Ward or Lisa Klink. So it's always amazing. And you never know when they'll take something up to put in real Star Trek or like on screen Star Trek.
You definitely
Yeah,
got the
you're
teeth
right.
right.
Yeah.
Definitely got the teeth right.
And that was
Yes.
worth the wait. That art is
Sorry.
great.
And
No,
it's
not at all.
called
That art's
Academy
great.
Acquisition. So I got to
Nice.
read a little like sneak peek of it. And it's very fun.
Let's read the first paragraph.
Okay.
Class dismissal tone rang out, and a group of first-year cadets exited to the beautiful grounds of Starfleet Academy. It was a perfect day in San Francisco. The sun shining down on the well-manicured grass and trees, birds chirping, and the cadets laughing and having a good time. All of them, except the Ferengi Nog, who was trailing behind his classmates.
What?
Oh
You have to get the
Aw.
magazine to find out more.
Nog had found the first weeks at the academy to be a difficult adjustment compared to life on Deep Space Nine. For one thing, he was the only Ferengi on Earth, a fact his fellow cadets rarely let him forget. Sounds like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, kind of. For another,
Yeah.
One of my
classes
favorites.
were harder than he'd expected, but he was determined to make it through the academy and achieve his dream of becoming a decorated officer, making friends along the way. Hey, wait up, Nog called out, picking up his pace, drawing the attention of some of the cadets. What do you want, Nog? An annoyed Andorian named Shank asked. Okay, that's enough.
Aw.
And I
Oh,
just
story time
though.
with Ryan was
That
fun.
was fun.
Yes.
That's a good story. I want to read it.
Picture like Boothby's already done the lawn that day. Like I just love it.
Yes, you can
Very fun.
smell the
Yes.
manicured lawn that
Yes.
Boothby did.
Yes.
I could
like,
see Boothby walking by and going, and realizing he missed like one blade of grass is taller than the other, and just going and just like plucking it with his fingers.
and maybe Boothby never saw Ferengi before because he doesn't seem like he gets off the Starfleet grounds very often or the Academy grounds. I can't wait.
Probably not.
So
Okay.
good. And then one other thing quickly to just touch on is like Ted just came out, and that's Tom Costantino, our friend, like the editor for Orville, and a bunch of Orville people and Star Trek people are in it. So
Right.
that's another
It's a
thing we'll have to check
prequel,
out
isn't it?
later.
Isn't it a prequel?
I actually don't know that much about it except for all of Tom Costantino's like he's been like promoting it so much, and I kind of was like, I don't pay attention to any of the spoilers because I wanted to just go in with like fresh eyes. So I actually don't know what it's about.
Friend of the show, Tom Costantino. We love that dude.
Him.
So everybody go check that out. And by the way, I do love the Orville, and I hope we get a fourth season.
And I kind of feel like supporting that sort of supports the Orville cast and like gets them back in the limelight. So that's something on my list for this week to watch.
Can't hurt.
Shar, you seem like a big Orville fan.
I wouldn't say I'm like big, huge Orville fan, but I like the Orville. I've just not watched it a million times like I have Star Trek.
Yeah, it'll never catch up to Star Trek, and that's a tall order.
I've hit like 3 or 4 times, but it has been a while, so I might go back and watch it again.
That's really good.
I watched it
seasons.
just twice.
And I got my nephew Rudolph reindeer for his crib, like right when he was born, so that it could be like the Orville.
Nice.
Oh, right. Good Orville memory.
Yeah.
Okay, so check out this article, everybody. This is breaking news. There's a character called Catherine Pulaski in Star Trek now. This is also ScreenRant.com. Dr. Crusher's replacement actor contradicts rumors of her Star Trek TNG exit. Hang on just a second here.
Have been greatly exaggerated.
What were these rumors? So her quote is as follows. Let's pull this up here. She says, there was a reason for it that I don't want to go into, but it had nothing to do with Gene or the cast. I left the show because the year was up. Simple as that. Under my own power. And if anything else happened, I would still be leaving under my own power. I would not have stayed. Let's put it that way. Whoa.
This is another tidbit from Star Trek Explorer magazine. I'm like checking my mailbox every day, like, where's my freaking copy? I need to read all this.
So she's saying that she was going to leave no matter what. That means what she's saying without saying is that her time there was not a good memory, was not a happy time, was not a good time, was not an enjoyable time. And she was like, when this contract for this year is over, I'm leaving. That's what it sounds like she's saying, right?
Plans. Yeah.
I think if it had been a good work environment, she would have at least entertained the idea and been sad to go, but it doesn't sound like it was that at all. So that's too bad.
Well, I've heard
this wait a minute.
Before. Well, I mean, even with, I don't know. Maybe never mind. Go ahead.
All right. Maybe I spoke too soon because it continues. Muldar also walks back previous comments she made in interviews that she was unhappy playing Dr. Catherine Pulaski in Star Trek The Next Generation. Rather, the actress points a finger at the writers and producers behind the scenes for not being creative. Here's her quote. No, I was never unhappy. No, never. I don't even know why I said that. They were all good actors. They all worked very hard. I was a little disappointed in the people putting it together. I thought they were not creative as they might have been. Interesting.
So Aaron Wolke says, but would she come back to reprise it in a voice role? ...
Only one way to find out, Aaron.
Okay. The answer to that is obviously that technologically speaking, any kind of animated thing opens that door to everybody. Time has no meaning. You know, she can't, for example, come back, you know, she can't be like in Discovery or something, or she can't do, you know, a show that necessarily a live action show that takes place in, you know, a time that's similar to Next Generation, but she can do an animated show that does, because she could be, people can be any age in animated shows. They're just doing their voice. So that's a very interesting question.
Discovery, you could always be like a hologram of yourself or something like that you recorded later in your life. But yeah.
She already said she would never do Discovery, though, is what she, no, I don't know. But that's a really interesting point. She could come back in Prodigy or in Lower Decks. She could.
It could get her on the Lappy board.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Anne-Marie, can you tell us why you gave us this best TV shows thing?
Yes. Okay. So Vanity Fair, which is, you know, a website / magazine of like quite a bit of prestige. They did a top TV shows of 2023 article. And obviously, like, they can only put so many things in there, and Sci-Fi will like preface it by saying like they're not going to put like 5 sci-fi shows in there. So it's just amazing because one Star Trek show did get added, and my other show that I consider Star Trek, which is For All Mankind, also got added. So if you scroll through there, Star Trek Strange New Worlds interestingly made the list, which is interesting because you think I would have guessed Picard, but it's just great to see Strange New Worlds getting that love, especially since they still are going to have new seasons. So it's great advertising for it. I mean, obviously you could argue Picard would be great advertising too, because we want Star Trek Legacy, but it's just great seeing Star Trek anywhere on that list. And then For All Mankind totally deserves it too. And if you haven't seen it yet, Dan Liu, director from Picard and Strange New Worlds, also directs today's episode, and it's amazing.
Well, that's cool. Good for them. It's nice that Strange New Worlds, and didn't they have like 8 episodes in the top 10 Nielsen ratings, I think? That was nuts. Good for them.
Great.
So one other thing, just real quick, I wanted to point out, if you go to space.com, which I do regularly, believe me, I don't go a day without space.com, only if I accidentally type that instead of espn.com. So it says scientists just found a planet-forming disk beyond our Milky Way for the first time. Yes, they're thrilled. Okay, I'm just confused by this, but it sounds awesome. The quote is, "We know disks are vital to forming stars and planets in our galaxy. And here, for the first time, we're seeing direct evidence for this in another galaxy."
Oh,
So
that's
all
cool.
we have, all we
Wow.
have to do is just wait, like, whatever it is, several million years, and go travel to a completely different galaxy.
Yeah,
And then
that's all.
And then
Oh my God. Is this a lost pot never boils situation? Like, oh my God, it's gonna take
Data would
forever.
like to have a word with you. If I remember correctly, he debunked that.
Yes.
Even still, the possibility that opens up, that's pretty spectacular. Wow. Wow.
It's very cool
Okay.
that we have the technology to see that.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
wild.
totally.
We have the technology. What was that? Was that the $6 million man, or the bionic? Wait, no, that's Bionic Woman, $6 million man, right?
Yeah, but then there was
We
like
can
on one of
rebuild
my when I videotaped like the Wizard of Oz off of TV in the 80s, there's a Pepsi commercial and they also say that. So I always think it's Pepsi because that's what I used to watch over and over.
I don't think it's Pepsi. Pepsi or Coke? Let's see.
It's Pepsi.
I think Melissa's Pepsi. I think Anne Marie is Pepsi. I think Char's definitely Coke.
You are correct.
Yes, I'm so good at this game.
Diet Coke all the way, baby.
Melissa, what about you?
I prefer neither.
But when you did,
whatever was available. I didn't have a preference over Pepsi or Coke. Although my mom used to buy, but my mom,
wow,
when she did buy soda, would buy Pepsi.
Okay,
so that's what would be in them, because she would call it Pepsi.
Do you guys remember?
Do you guys remember Josta? Because of cherry Coke.
What was it?
I don't know what that is.
Josta.
Josta. What? No, what's that one?
Jolt. Remember Jolt? That was
Jolt.
Everybody remembers Jolt. That one's nuts.
Hell yeah.
Josta was one. It had like a Black Panther on it. Somebody remembers Josta Cola. It was really good.
Which
but I remember
when did this exist?
The lettering, but I don't know.
Maybe this just wasn't available in my area because I have zero recollection of this at all. And unfortunately, I grew up in a house where we had soda around a lot. We're big soda drinkers.
Looks like it was South American, possibly. Check this out. Because it's got the puma, the Black Panther.
Oh yes.
And the writing, the text is kind of like that, and it's with Guaraná. And Guaraná, we know, is like a Brazilian thing, or it's certainly South American. I heard
you're drinking that at CCXP or whatever.
Yep, I bet you this is the official drink of CCXP, Josta.
There you go.
It's crushing the Pepsi.
That's right.
It is.
Oh
all right. So everybody, it is the time you've all been waiting for. Sorry, for which you've all been waiting. And that time is this. Check it out. Boom. Okay. So Virtual TrekCon featuring the 2024 Lappy Awards. We all know now what the official theme for 2024 is for Virtual TrekCon 5. Here's your hint here. Here's your hint over there. The colors of the uniforms, yellow and blue. It is the cage, because the cage was actually written, bought, and filmed in 1964. So in Virtual TrekCon 5, we will be celebrating 60 years of Star Trek. I know most people say it's 57 or 58, but really Star Trek was conceptualized, written, pitched, purchased, and filmed for the first time in 1964. So it's going to be a fun time. And now, here are the final 5 Lappy categories on that note. The first one is, let's pull this up here. I want to be organized one of these days. So the first one is, because of that, what is your favorite moment in The Cage? So everybody's now going to have they're going to have to watch The Cage again, and that's okay. The question is, what's your favorite moment in The Cage? There are a lot of different moments. There's the quotes, there's Spock smiles and singing plants. There's number 1 doing stuff. There's end credits and hopeful music. There's all kinds of stuff to enjoy. Lots of opportunities there. Then, that's going to be a fun one. Then the next one is, this is the one that Paramount CBS specifically asked us to do. You know, they're always asking for favors. And they asked the question, or they asked us to ask a question, which Star Trek movie would you most like to see return to the big screen? There are 13 movies. If somebody said, okay, in the month of June of 2024, we will re-release in the big theaters, nationwide, countrywide, worldwide, one movie, what would you want it to be? There could be Wrath of Khan. Oh man, I would love to see First Contact again. Remind me of that summer when First Contact came out. I'd also like to see Nemesis again, honestly. That was a fun summer. Because I remember the previews, it showed 2 ships going, crashing together. Or maybe the J.J. Abrams movies, which are amazing on the big screen. Maybe the first one, the motion picture, deserves a little love. Can't hear you, Anne-Marie, but I know you're saying something crazy. That's too bad. No, we still can't hear you.
Wait,
bummer.
really?
Oh, now we can. Yes.
Weird. I was just gonna say, or if there are movies in the park, at least New York does that, and they have big screens set up in the park. So usually most summers they'll show a Star Trek movie out there, or fandom events, or things like that. So fun.
That'd be cool.
Yes. Okay. So that is the second one. We have 3 more categories here that are super fun. Let's pull these up right now. The next one is, who had the most heartbreaking death in Star Trek history? Not necessarily the most shocking or the most gory. I don't know how many gory ones there are, or whatever. The one that just made you cry. Now, remember, this is TV. This is movies. This is new Star Trek. This is old Star Trek. This is all Star Trek ever. Which is the one that just made you and the people that were sitting next to you cry or weep or just affected you forever? There's a lot of them. And the next one is, this is a fun one. Which one-off aliens are the most fun? This is all of Star Trek as well. This is the universe division. So this is movies, TV, old, new, all series, everything. Which one-off Star Trek aliens are the most fun? Okay. So that's aliens that only appeared in one episode or one movie. A lot of options there. Normally I would say, for example, the Pac-Leds, but they were in more than one episode. So they're out. I would say the Enterprisians could be a lot of fun because they're in one episode so far. So far, they're in one episode. Right.
I would love to revisit them because they're great. I love them so much.
And the Enterprisians love to revisit Star Trek. So that works well. So that's
my favorite to see at STLV this year, too. They were those.
Oh my gosh. That was so cool.
Oh, great.
Mona mentions Bem. Bem, that's the character that the alien race, I believe, is I think it's Pandronians, right? But remember, the Pandronians have now returned in Lower Decks, I think it was, right? So they were in one episode of the animated series. Now they've returned in Lower Decks. We're trying to give love to alien races that don't get, like races that come back for multiple episodes. They're getting all the fame and glory. What about the ones that only get one?
Aaron
Lower
Walkie
Decks
says the Chimari.
I don't remember that one. It sounds delicious, though.
It does sound like something you'd get at a nice restaurant.
Which is the Chimari?
No, is it Simari? Because
could be.
Simari.
So while they're answering that in the live chat, we'll pull up the next one. Let's see. Is there one or two more? It's just one. So we had movie in the big screen. On the big screens, we have the most heartbreaking death, which one-off aliens are the most fun. Favorite moment in the cage. And the last one is, who is your favorite reintroduced character? This is a 2023 category only. Okay, so this is, for example, so the question is, who is your favorite reintroduced legacy character? I should say legacy. So what that means is a character from pre-2017 that was reintroduced for the first time ever in 2023. So, for example, here are not just some examples, but pretty much all of them. Worf, right?
Yes.
We hadn't seen him until this year.
Mm-hmm.
Hadn't seen him again until this year. Ro Laren, Geordi LaForge, Professor James Moriarty, Lore, Khan.
Baby Khan.
We hadn't seen Khan until, again, recently. Prime timeline, James T. Kirk. You have to specify the prime timeline because you had the alternate future timeline in the last episode, I think, of Strange New Worlds, season 1, 2022. But this is a different guy. Scotty.
Nick Locarno.
Nick Locarno, absolutely. And along those lines, Cito Jaxa. Lita and Rom. Those are two dark horses for me. Michael Sullivan in Lower Decks, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so here's where it gets tricky. Because there are a lot of
little caveat to Khan really fast too. Like, yes, I know he was seen in a short treks, but it was that short treks where it's like a montage of things that had happened in the Efferman dot. So I don't think that counts. It's sort of like they're watching an episode. I don't know.
Sounds like we have to rewatch that short trek then to really.
But
it's only 8 minutes.
Totally tell it's Khan.
It's like a fly on the wall.
That might eliminate him. We'll have to. We'll have to watch that short trek again tonight because that kind of stuff does eliminate people. For example, Tuvok. Tuvok was reintroduced theoretically in Picard season 3, but we did see him in Lower Decks, and he was part of the storyline. And we know it was Tuvok. We know what he was doing. We know when it was. We know why he was really reintroduced in Lower Decks season 3.
The season 3 premiere. Yeah.
Same thing with Admiral Shelby. She was not reintroduced in Picard. She was originally reintroduced in Lower Decks season 2.
Yeah.
So anyway, this is a sticky one because some of them were just barely touched on. So yeah, we'll have to recheck on Khan. That might eliminate him.
Yeah,
I think it might, because it seems similar to Tuvok and Shelby in that sense.
We also have Dr. Crusher, who does count because it was just hologram Dr. Crusher in Kobayashi.
Right. Very good point. So Dr. Crusher in Kobayashi, right? I believe that was January 6th or 7th in 2022, episode 6 of Prodigy season 1. So we see her, but that wasn't really her character being reintroduced. That was just a hologram. That was a holodeck program or whatever, right? That was like a dream sequence or a program. So
and with
that
like
one,
Spot and like the brain and Data and Lore's brain, or like Tashiar. We just saw the memorial thing. We didn't see like real Tashiar. Tricky.
yeah, I've got a soft spot for Ram and Lita personally, but there's so many.
Lita
Nick
just stole the
Locarno,
show for me.
Cito, Jaxa, but on it, I think Scotty maybe. That was
That
the
was
one
such a
that
great
surprise favorite.
surprise.
that was the one
Yeah.
that I felt the most when I saw it.
Well, especially because I didn't know it was coming. Whereas like, but I mean, I felt so much when I saw the Picard people, but I don't know. It's so hard to decide. I might not even be able to vote. I don't know.
All right, so we're gonna have to run in just a second here. Let's talk about, so everybody, these polls will open up in the Virtual TrekCon Facebook group tonight and through the weekend. These are the final 5. It's the universe category, so it kind of covers a little bit of everything or a lot of everything in the Virtual TrekCon Facebook group. Once we get those down to finalists in a couple weeks or in a week and a half, we'll put all the finalists up on a Google form. So those of you that aren't on Facebook, it's okay. This is just the first round for the finalists. Everybody in the world can vote on the Google form for the winners. Those winners will be announced in a star-studded event we call the 2024 Lappy Awards, starring Melissa Longo. That's the official title.
Ooh.
Wow.
It's our big announcement. All right. Anyway, so this week ahead, check this out. What are we? Friday. So Sunday at 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Eastern time on the 7th Rule YouTube channel, we have our first segment review of, that is going to be our TNG Season 2 review special. We have, on the 7th Rule, we've just finished Season 2 with Shades of Grey and all the others that aren't as good as Shades of Grey. And this is our review special. So check that out. It's going to be a ton of fun. It's going to be a trip down memory lane. 22 episodes. It's going to be a good time. And then on Monday at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern time, go to the 7th Rule YouTube channel for our full episode review of Season 2, Next Generation episode Manhunt. Manhunt. Be careful how you pronounce that one. It's a great episode. Check it out. Then on Tuesday, come.
Keep going.
I don't know what you're laughing about. On Tuesday, come right back to the Virtual TrekCon channel, please. 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern time. Live, the main viewer. It's a big news show. We talk about all the news of the week, mostly Star Trek. I'm sure we'll be covering Discovery, whatever was announced over the weekend. There's going to be a lot of surprises, I'm sure, and we'll cover all of it. Then on Wednesday, 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern time, go to the Falling Tower YouTube channel as we kick off Family Month. And we are going to kick it off with something we've never done before. Hey, what's more family than a show called, on Netflix, Our Great National Parks? So we're going to watch and review a family show on Netflix called Our Great National Parks, narrated by your friend, Mr. Barack Obama. So that should be a fun one. Our special guest is actor Darth. Char's like, all right, maybe I will check it out.
Yeah, I mean, it really does sound interesting because
It does sound
you take your
interesting.
kids. It's a family activity. I get how you got there with national parks.
And you can teach kids. You
and
could be
we
like,
have-
they'll be like, where's
It's like
that?
if there's
What's
a
that?
substitute in geography class in 7th grade.
Oh my God, I love
Exactly what
geography.
you want.
So
Yeah.
juicy.
And we have some great national parks. We have some
Do, go
awesome
see them.
national parks.
The question is, when you say we, do you mean America or do you mean the world?
Yes.
That's right. All right. Find out on Wednesday at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern time on the Falling Tower YouTube channel. That's the week. Also on the Seventh Rule YouTube channel on Thursdays at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern time, we're doing Throwback Thursdays. We're featuring a lot of people that have joined us over the years. Back in 2019 and 2020, we had Armin Shimmerman, a full featurette on him. We had Nana Visitor. We just recently, yesterday, had Hana Hate, who played Molly O'Brien. So everybody go check those out. Melissa Longo re-edited those and made fun little thumbnails for them that are very colorful.
I got inspired. And I'm learning how to draw on the computer. So
if you don't draw on the computer, it'll never come off. Sorry, you guys, we got to go. Char's hungry. She's like, dude, it's Friday. I've been making soap and editing stuff all week. I got to go.
Well, shipping the soap, definitely.
Yeah. I'm shipping the soap too. I'm like,
bet you smell
lavender
really
and
good
mint
right
should
now.
be together.
With
What's
all
that?
that soap that you're elbow deep in, you probably smell amazing.
You know, the house really does smell awesome when I have a fresh batch of soap, because the whole downstairs will just smell like whatever scent it is.
Mm.
And
Nice.
while it's curing, though, like it just depends on where you're at, because it can be various things. It just smells like a craft fair threw up. Until you get close and you can see, okay, this one's mint, this one is floral, you know, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, seriously, thank you to everybody. And you know who you are out there, because there's many people in the chat who put in orders over the weekend, and you all kept me busy.
And on that note, that website is called, Char's like, don't give it out anymore. I'm too busy.
No, please do.
No.
Wipe me out. I'll make more soap. It's good.
It's called boldbubbles.com. That's boldbubbles.com. And Char, on that note, can you tell everybody where they can find you?
Yeah, besides shipping your soap, you can find me on social media. My handle is Oh the Profanity. Bold Bubbles is kind of different across the social networks. Just search for it. You'll find it. Like, so some have an underscore, some don't. It just whatever. Some dipwads took the handle before I did, but whatever. I'm the legit one. You can see my logo. You'll find it.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, Mission Log Prodigy. I think we're going to start heating back up in January with new shows. As soon as we get through like the holiday season and just all the hubbub about that dies down, and since we'll have Prodigy back on Netflix, well, not back on Netflix, but on Netflix on the 25th, yeah, we're probably going to finally start catching up on all those things we couldn't do during the strike.
Yeah.
Nice.
Prodigy back, on Netflix.
On Netflix.
Yeah,
it works.
It does.
What about you, Dr. Anne-Marie Siegel? By the way, everybody, Anne-Marie is making Picard scented soap called Bald Bubbles. Where can people... It smells like arrogance.
Oh my gosh.
I'm on Twitter at Anne-Marie Siegel 1. And then also at To Proudly Go to check out our nominations for Broadway World Awards.
I am so there for Broadway World.
Massive.
Melissa Longo, where can people track you and your fine wares down?
At Melissa Longo on social media. All of the social, well, not all of the social media, but a lot on social media. And
wow, take two.
theintrovertedrepublic.com. At Walking Art Made by Melissa, there is a new line that I'm working on, and it's taking a little bit longer than I anticipated, but it should be up maybe by the end of the weekend, hopefully. So, and then Walking Art Made by Melissa on Patreon. And I just have to say, Char, your website looks great.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, thank you.
Yeah.
I worked pretty hard on that one.
Mm-hmm. And the Star Trek and Chill website looks great too. So you should go get shirts.
All right, everybody. And here's a line I've been working on. Let's go back to my place and get something straight between us. Maybe I should keep working on that line. I don't know if it'll work. So it's a good line. It is a good line.
You tell it well.
Thank you.
I just want to like
Yeah.
highlight really fast in the live chat. I put the Indiegogo for Walter Koenig and Seventh Rule, and the $60 perk, which is a month at like the level that has the roundtable, that gets you or a friend you gift it to an actual Zoom call that's over an hour with some
Wow.
friends, and also Sirach Lofton and Walter Koenig. Like $60 is an amazing steal for that. So
You
make sure check
cannot
that out.
Good.
beat that.
Yeah.
Also, by the way, Denise Crosby says she still wants to be a part and wants to
Okay.
hang out with us on those roundtables. Can you imagine? How could $60 get you
$60
all of
for
that?
3 Star Trek actors? That's like
Mhm.
craziness.
It's like
And
your
I
Nuts.
feel
own
like
convention.
yes, and they like they really have like the fans who are there go around and like talk to each of them. You know, like some actors do roundtables where like it's just them talking and you're like sort of a fly on the wall, or you maybe say like, oh, 5 seconds or 10 seconds during the whole time. It's like very interactive, and like you can be taking screenshots on your computer with them when you're on screen with them. So like great gift, and they're all like so lovely and friendly. So can't recommend
Especially
that enough.
lovely.
$60 American dollars.
And Melissa Longo's there usually too. So you can't beat that.
Hey.
Everybody, you can find me online. You can find me on Twitter at RyanTGHusk. That's at RyanTGHusk. Wow, there's even a G there. Or just on Virtual Trek Con, Falling Tower, or the Seventh Rule on your favorite social media, but especially right here on YouTube, because this channel is about to blow the up. It's going to be nuts. All right, everybody. Thank you very much for hanging out with us. John Davis, Dave Gregory, the good-hearted man, Chris Marshall, Fran Iverson. We see all of you, J.R. Poole, Brent Harris, welcome. Oh, yes. Are you guys ever going to have a show where you're all in the same room together? Yep. But you just got to watch every week to find out which one it's going to be. Thanks, Bob D. Thanks, Lane Page. I love that name. Thanks to the Matt Boardman and Glenn Iverson, May Borello. You're always so cool to everybody. Thank you very much. We will see you all next time. Everybody else that we didn't mention, Mona, see you soon. Chuck A. All right. That's it.
No, I'm just kidding.
We're out.
Have a chill weekend, everybody. You've earned it. And that's a fact.